What has the Austin Bootstrap entrepreneur community taught you about embracing the unknown?
I started getting into this role of stewarding this community. And I have to say I had a love-hate relationship with it. Because on the one hand, it was really great because it saved me some coffee and breakfast time so I could reclaim some of that. But it was just making more work for me because now I had to organize speakers and do all this stuff. And what I wasn't realizing was that I was being handed a lab. I was being handed a lab to study a path of entrepreneurship that actually isn't very well studied, isn't understood very well. There's very few people in places that actually study bootstrapping. They study the other kind of entrepreneurship, the funding-driven entrepreneurship, the venture-driven entrepreneurship. We're always operating from these models, right? And so it has to make sense before we do things. But I think one of the things I learned was you let things unfold, and over time, some of the meaning will emerge, you know? So one of the direct results of that, as we would get all these entrepreneurs to tell their story, these bootstrap entrepreneurs tell their stories, I would talk to all these people in the different things, this map emerged that really showed the stages and actions and principles of the bootstrap journey. So I think the unknown is really what it's all about. You know, all you got is the question, and then the universe is doing all the heavy lifting.
That's right.
And it has this beautiful way of organizing itself. It's very profound. I mean, you know, how things happen and things fall into place. And so it's important, I think, not to be too, you know, you have to articulate what you're doing, but you have to like allow it to do reveal to you what it's doing.
Yeah.
So that's, but the unknown is probably the biggest way. Was over time I realized what a great gift, what a great lab Bootstrap community was for me. But it was hard for me initially because I was in this mindset of I'm building a company,
right,
and this thing's taking up my time, and wow, rather than saying, well, no, actually this is social capital, this is community, this is all these other things, and this is also going to inform everything I'm doing, my entire work, you know.
Yeah.